A man dressed as an elderly woman attacked the Mona Lisa. In Taiwan, people are stuck with the name Salmon after a sushi promotion. And after 23 years of only eating potato chips, a woman ate her first proper meal. These are the weird stories for Tuesday on Weird AF News, the only daily weird news podcast hosted by a comedian inside a closet. I'm Jonesy, and you're my friend. A man dressed as an elderly woman attacked the Mona Lisa. That's right, that great work of art, the Mona Lisa, was attacked over the weekend. How sad. A man dressed up as an elderly woman in a wheelchair. Okay, we got that? He's dressed as an elderly woman, also in a wheelchair. He threw cake at the Mona Lisa. That's right, cake at the Mona Lisa on Sunday. The Mona Lisa is located at the Louvre in Paris, in case you didn't know. I've never been. It was also painted by Leonardo, not the Ninja Turtle, but Mr. Da Vinci, great artist from the Renaissance. Witnesses described this incident on social media. There's a video of it. It's sort of the tail end of the episode. It shows a man wearing a wig. Now he jumped out of the wheelchair, smeared cake on the glass, protecting the painting. That's right. Thankfully, there's glass protecting Mona Lisa's beautiful face. So he smeared cake on the glass. Very strange. Cake. Not sure why. He also threw roses on the ground. So cake and roses. Very odd. Now, you're wondering why. I was wondering why. It appears to be some form of protest. People do strange things to protest, I tell you. Smearing cake on a painting, not even a painting, the glass casing of a painting. Just seems like a weird way to protest. This is an environmental protest, by the way. We know that because during the video, the man is being escorted out by security. He's yelling in French, "Ha ha ha! Think of the earth." That's how I do my French accent. I just add a ha ha. Think of the earth! Ha ha ha! He also added, "Artists, think of the earth. All artists think of the earth. That's why I did it. Think of the planet. The planet, our planet. Ha 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 ha." Now, I don't know what the Mona Lisa did to the earth. Perhaps she didn't recycle, but a lot of people didn't recycle back then. In her defense, everybody's carbon footprint was pretty small pre-industrial revolution, from my understanding. Perhaps the Mona Lisa didn't drive an electric vehicle. Maybe that's what this person's upset about. I don't really know what Mona Lisa has to do with the earth and environmentalism or thinking of the planet and protecting the planet. So that part's weird. And the statement, "all artists think of the earth," I'm not sure that's true either. I hang out with a lot of stand-up comedians who really don't give a damn about the planet. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm embedded in the art world. I could surely give you the data on this. Perhaps we all should think of the planet as artists. We all should think of the planet as just people in general being embedded on this planet that seems to be deteriorating and catching fire. I don't know. LA is going to be pretty bad this summer as far as fires go, it seems to me, because of a drought. We should think of the planet, of course, but not all artists do. And I'm not sure you smearing cake on the Mona Lisa is going to make us think of the planet. This seems to me like the act of a crazy person. And, examine the messenger is a thing. And if the messenger acts pretty insane, it's hard to take in that message with any credibility. So think about that, protesters, when you're protesting. Maybe don't do crazy stuff. Pretend to be an old lady in a wheelchair wearing a wig. I don't understand these protests, man. They're so bizarre. Now, thankfully, this Mona Lisa painting was not damaged. It's been behind safety glass since the 1950s because back then someone threw acid. Did you know that? They threw acid on the poor Mona Lisa's face. And they had to fix the damage. And now it's behind a safety glass. I believe it's also bulletproof, so no one can shoot her in the chin. In addition to the cake attack, the acid attack, someone in 1956 threw a rock at her, threw a rock right at her face, chipping a speck of pigment off of the portrait. This is when the Louvre heightened security, added that safety glass. Says here it's unclear if the unnamed bandit behind the cake smearing stunt will face any charges or fines. Surely he won't be allowed inside the Louvre. Ha ha ha, the Louvre. So you should watch out for him in other museums. Who knows what he's capable of. He might smear peanut butter on the genitalia of the statue of David. Taiwanese people are stuck with the name Salmon after a sushi promotion. The Taiwanese parliament has been debating on changing legal limits on name changes. This is after some of the hundreds of people legally altered their name to Salmon. They did this recently in return for free sushi. And then they were stuck with the name Salmon. In March 2021, restaurant chain Shushiro ran a promotion offering free all-you-can-eat sushi for a whole table to anyone with the Chinese characters for salmon, which is pronounced Gui Yu. If they had that in their name, they got free all-you-can-eat sushi. Ooh, I like free all-you-can-eat sushi. I would consider changing my name to Gui Yu. In what was later dubbed Salmon Chaos, over 300 people took part, paying a nominal administration fee to legally change their names and call themselves such names as Salmon Dream and Dancing Salmon. So they had a little fun with the name. They just didn't change it just to straight up salmon. They're like, no, I'm now Salmon Dream. Dancing Salmon. Pretty Salmon. Delish Salmon. Okay, at the time, the government was critical of this promotion, of course. The government asked people to please be rational. And they complained that this stunt created some pointless extra work for Taiwanese paper bureaucracy people. All right, so the people that work for the government were like, this is crazy, all this new paperwork. Everybody's changing their name to Salmon. What the hell? Some participants built social media followings off this international media attention, while others ran small businesses, taking friends to the restaurant for a small fee. Can you believe that? They changed their name to Salmon and then took their friends to eat at a buffet for free, or the free sushi, rather, if the friends gave them some cash. That is hilarious. Little businesses. Okay. Brilliant. Now, once the 2-day promotion, and it was only 2 days, this promotion? All of that to do for only 2 days? I don't know if I would change my name just for 2 days of free sushi for me and all my friends. I don't know about that. If it was 2 months, maybe. Change your name for only 2 days of free sushi? Okay, so once the 2-day promotion ended, most returned to their normal names. Okay, well, how easy is it to return to your normal name? Just more paperwork? It says here, but more than 1 year later, some have hit a roadblock. The government only allows people to change their names 3 times in your life. Oh boy, what happened? These people didn't count the previous times they changed their names. They didn't realize, I only have 1 more name change, which means if I change it to Salmon Dreams, I'll have to stick with that. They didn't realize that? Because of this, last Thursday, legislators in Taiwan's national parliament proposed some amendments to the name ordinance. Members from both the government and opposition parties were calling for changes to help those individuals stuck as salmons and to prevent another salmon chaos, as they're calling it. Here's a quote from a party legislator named Chiu. After the salmon chaos incident, some people had already changed their name 3 times and now have no way to change their name back again. Now, on social media, some Taiwanese citizens were pretty upset about this debate, saying that adults should just be more responsible and that this is a total waste of the legislature's time and money. Here's a quote from one commenter. How can we amend the law for those who sell their personality for the sake of some benefits? Be responsible for your own life, salmons. Someone's so pissed. Be responsible, salmons. I'm calling you salmons. Even after you change your name back, you bunch of dumb salmons. That's what you get for only 2 sessions of free sushi, you idiots. Yeah, I kind of agree with this citizen. It's pretty stupid to change your name to Salmon for only 2 days of free sushi. I'm going to guess this is very young people doing it for the TikTok, man. They're just doing it for the TikTok, bro. I mean, they say some people were doing it as a small business, charging their friends some cash if they took them. But, I mean, how much are you going to really make in 2 days? Really? Are you going to run 48 hours of friends taking them to sushi? Only then would you make enough money to make this even worth it. It's very silly. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being an old curmudgeon, but I wouldn't do this. Would you guys change your name to Salmon for some free sushi? Would you change your name to, I don't know, Fried Chicken for some free fried chicken from KFC if they did a promotion for 2 days? Would you do this? I'm curious. Call the show, 646-450-2012. You like podcasts? You're listening to my podcast. Maybe you thought to yourself, I'd like to make a podcast. Too difficult. No, not with Anchor. Anchor has free creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast from your phone or your computer. Anchor distributes your podcast to Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, and more. They have advertising integration, so you can even make a little money off your podcast. Everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. And good luck with your podcast. Good luck with your creation. Good luck with your life, man. After eating only potato chips for 23 years, a woman tries her first proper meal. A woman who lived on a diet of cheese and onion flavored potato chips for 23 years has finally eaten a meal, only after being hypnotized. Her name is Zoe Sadler. She's 25 years old. She's from Coventry, England. She has munched on Walker's potato chips. I've never heard of Walker's potato chips. She doesn't just eat the potato chips. She puts them in buttered white bread. So she's eating these potato chip sandwiches, apparently. So not just potato chips. Walker's potato chips between 2 slices of white bread. I'm not sure that sounds delicious or not. I've never tried Walker's potato chips, but a potato chip sandwich to me sounds like it's missing something. Like, I don't know, a meat, maybe a cheese, a tomato slice, perhaps a pickle. Anyways, Zoe has been eating these sandwiches since she was a toddler. How did this happen? She scoffed 2 packs of her favorite potato chips every day for more than 2 decades after other foods left her feeling physically ill. Okay, here's a quote from her. Well, my mom and dad say I tried other foods as a toddler, but I always turned my nose up at, or I've refused to put the other food in my mouth. I'm going to stop this accent because it's annoying. She says her mother and father tried to give her other foods, but she didn't like them. Okay, she refused to put the food in her mouth. Apparently, the only thing that her mother could get down were these potato chips. She says she used to suck on them until they were soft, even as a baby. She says, I remember being at school when I was little and having potato chip sandwiches in my lunchbox. They were the only thing I liked to eat. I usually had a bowl of dry cereal for breakfast and then a potato chip sandwich for lunch and another potato chip sandwich for dinner. Sometimes I'd try other flavored chips because the texture wouldn't bother me so much. Christmas was always very hard for me because I'd never want very much to eat at Christmas time. I'd be able to have a Yorkshire pudding, but never with the gravy. Then she developed multiple sclerosis. Wow, that's a turn in the story I didn't see coming. Did you know eating potato chip sandwiches causes multiple sclerosis? I don't know if it led to that. It just says that in the story. She developed MS 3 years ago. That's when she decided to improve her health and turned to hypnotherapist David Kilmurray for help. Ooh, she went to a hypnotherapist. I don't know if I trust these characters, but this guy got her to eat something real. After undergoing 2 2-hour hypnotherapy sessions, our star of the story, Zoe, has been able to enjoy her first taste of some fruits and some vegetables alongside other foods. That's good. You should get in your vegetables, Zoe. Zoe said she was diagnosed with MS and just thought she needed to get healthier and feel better. I looked around on the internet and read some articles where David had helped other fussy eaters, so I contacted him. We had 2 sessions, which felt like they lasted 5 minutes. After the second one, I was able to try loads of different foods. I can't believe how nice strawberries are. Ooh, yummy. I even tried a Wagamama chili squid. Wagamama chili squid, what is that? That sounds amazing. I would love to try a Wagamama chili squid, please. She said it was really spicy, that Wagamama chili squid. Be a great name for a band, the Wagamama Chili Squids. She says, I'm looking forward to trying curry. I'm looking forward to trying other foods. Wow. Imagine being able to start all over and try all new things. Zoe, wait till you have a honey bun. Oh, microwave it for 8 seconds. Oh, okay. She's a warehouse operative who weighs 126 pounds and fits into size 8 dresses. She lives with a fiancé who's a carpenter. Now, this guy's very patient, like Jesus. You got to be like Jesus to live with someone who only eats potato chip sandwiches. You really do. Zoe was motivated to overcome her obsession with potato chip sandwiches in time to enjoy a hearty meal at her wedding next March. Oh, good news! She can have some cake at the wedding. Zoe said, I really don't want just to be eating potato chip sandwiches on my wedding day. Now I'm looking forward to planning our wedding day menu with Jason. Oh, yes, with Jason. This dude's like, finally, I can go to a damn restaurant. What's up, guys? This is the outro. And you made it all the way. Congratulations. Pat yourself on the back like this. Yeah, be good to yourself, guys. I hope you had a nice holiday weekend. Those of you who are in the States and celebrated Memorial Day weekend. Shout out to all our service members. Hope you guys had some, maybe some poolside barbecue. That's a good way to spend Memorial Day. I had some delicious grub as well. Very pleased. Got some sunshine. Very nice. Very nice. My Celtics won over the weekend and we're advancing to the NBA Finals, something that really made my weekend completely. I mean, unbelievable. I had some good shows too, but the Celtics moving on really made me happy. You got to grab onto that happiness in your life and just hold on to it. You squeeze onto it. You just hold on to it like potato chips, And so that it was a nice weekend for me. I hope you had a nice weekend as well. And I want to thank everybody who reached out to me. I appreciate that. You guys are very sweet and very kind. And you make me feel loved. And I like that. The phone number I left in there somewhere. So if you want to call the show, if you react to any of these stories, if you have a visceral reaction and you want to call, just please pick up the phone. Leave me a message. If you'd like to email me, it's funnyjones@gmail.com. I'm on Instagram @funnyjones also, if you'd like to keep up with what's going on in my life. And I usually answer DMs in there as well. If you got a little message you want to send me, it's all welcomed. It's all good is what I'm trying to say. If you would like to support the show, please tell a friend about Weird AF News. It's the best way to support the show. If you can't do it with some cash, which I always recommend the Patreon. But you can support the show monetarily just by going to weirdafnews.com. And there's a couple of ways to do it. But other than that, I mean, it's totally free to just recommend it to somebody. I so appreciate that. Word of mouth is the best. Your friends usually trust your taste. And everyone seems to be listening to podcasts these days. People often ask for suggestions for podcasts. They ask what you're listening to. If you could just mention Weird AF News, so appreciate that. That would help me out tremendously. Trying to spread the show around, keep it going, and get more and more listeners. We all win if we get more and more listeners, is what I'm saying. So, yeah. Other than that, I hope you're healthy, wealthy, and pretty. I know you are.